In this video, I'm just going to revisit running a Java program from the command line. And even though we already executed figure 2.1 in Visual Studio Code, I want to use the javac and Java commands again, just to make sure you're familiar with that. If you're already comfortable with it, you can simply move on to the next video. Now, I've already gone ahead and changed into the Chapter 2 folder, which has all of the examples for this lesson, and we'll change into the figure 2_01 folder in just a moment, which corresponds to figure 2.1. I've done the exact same thing over in my Windows virtual machine as well, showing a directory listing. And by the way, if you're using Windows PowerShell, the ls command that I used on Mac OS also works here in Microsoft Windows. So just to show you that, I'll do the ls command and we can see the full set of folders here as well. Let me just clear that and show it again. I just want to not be all the way at the bottom of the screen for the next piece of the demo. So I'm going to change directories cd into the fig 02_01 folder, and I'll list out the contents there so that you can see there is only a Java source code file. And as a reminder, you don't have to compile to run the code. You can just use the Java command followed by the name of the file. And let me just type that in. There we go. And it will compile and execute the file and then throw away the compiled version of the code. So if I do an ls, we still have just the Java source code file here. Also remember that you can compile the code and then run it. So here, welcome1.java. So we'll go ahead and compile it this time first and show you that we get the .class file, and we will then go and run it. And when you run it with the compiled code, you simply specify the name of the class in that file with a capital W. It is case sensitive, so you do have to make sure that the commands you use at the command line match up with the class name inside the file as well. So when I run this, it'll load up. Nope, I typed it wrong. It'll load up welcome1 and it will execute it once again. So actually, I'm kind of glad I did this by accident. Notice that I forgot the 1 on the name from up above, and therefore it said could not find or load main class welcome. The reason it couldn't find it is there is no class called welcome. It's called welcome1, and so I had to type it correctly in order to execute the program. That is a common novice Java programmer mistake, and I made it myself, and I've been programming in Java since 1995. So let me just jump over to Windows and show you that it works exactly the same way. So I'll cd into the fig 2.1 directory. Whoops, I typed that wrong as well. Let me clear and ls. So here's the file that we want to run. I will use the Java command to run it first, and it will happily go ahead and do that. I will also compile it and show you that it gives me the .class file, and then I'll go and run it. And of course, if I don't type the 1, it'll give me the same error I just got over on the Mac side. Let me go ahead and type it correctly this time and show you that it does execute. So you have these tools at the command line that you can take advantage of, and as you already saw in Visual Studio Code, lots of integrated development environments simply give you a button that you can click to do all of that work for you.